Okay, we're going to do a quick review of the 6 startup sectors download landing page. We're going to start from the top and go straight down. Here's the thing I want to point out though before we start. The focus of this entire landing page should be to sell that resource. And we're not selling for money, we're selling for email and phone numbers. But everything should speak about getting them to download this amazing resource and the wisdom that's found inside of it. All right, so that's what I'm going to look at as we scroll down through the entire landing page. So the first thing you say is the next Ubers and Facebooks are out there. Everybody knows Uber, everybody knows Facebook. What you're saying is, I could be investing in companies like that right now. Okay. So that's great. That's great. The next big companies are out there and I could be a part of them by investing. Perfect. That's great statements there. And the reason why is because right here below it, it tells me why. How am I going to do this? So learn how to spot these deals by downloading this amazing resource, right? So that's what we're going to do there. So great verbiage there. I love this for a limited time. It gives you a sense of urgency. The colors, the red colors are very obvious and eye-catching. So get your free insider guide. Very, very good. Give me an email, give me a phone number, and give me a button that says get it now. Perfect. And that's an obvious call to action. So what you guys have done here is great. Nothing to change up at the top in this section. So scroll down a little bit. As an angel investor, your ROI could look like this. Okay, so I would change this a little bit to tie into that PDF or that resource. Remember, that's the thing they're getting, the resource, the wisdom in that, all of that is coming from there. So I would change this to be, by practicing what's in the guide, your returns could look like this, or you could earn, ROI. Also, not many people, maybe some, maybe not. You might run into some that don't know that. Not many people do, but you might. So you may want to spell that out, return on investment or something like that. But regardless, this verbiage here should relate to the PDF. We want to make sure that they download that thing, okay? Now, underneath this, I would add that call to action again. Add that button underneath it. Whether it says get it now or download your guide, make sure that it's there as well. Every section should have it on this landing page. We don't want them to get distracted and never go back up to the top of your website. Now that button here, when they click it, it should take them up to where they can put in their name and email. So it should slide the website up. They can put in their name and email. And then go from there. Or it can do a pop-up and they can put their name and email right away from there. All right, scroll down a little bit further. The best angel investments of 2020. Okay. I would make a statement here that highlights what's at stake. So maybe you could say something along the lines of stop wasting your time and money on investments that don't work. Right? Oh, that hurts. But underneath it, then you can say, be the first to learn which verticals are ripe for massive breakouts in 2020 and the easiest way to get your cut of the action. So this is like the relief from the potential harm if they don't download this resource, okay? Now, another thing I want to point out in the verbiage here, we want to make sure the verbiage is unbelievably clear for those who are reading it. The words verticals are ripe for massive breakouts. It might slow people down. They'll understand it, but they're going to have to kind of read over it or slow down while they're reading it. And we don't want them to do that. So we may want to say, be the first to learn which industries are ready to see success in major ways, right? Or do something that is a little easier for them to read through. We don't want to slow them down while they're reading it. And then make sure that that call to action button says the same thing as the others. So whatever that says, get your insider guide today. Download your guide today. Get it now. Whatever it is, needs to say the same thing. We don't want them to think it's something different and start to wonder if they're in the right spot. All right. Scroll down a little further. Featured in Forbes. So this is great in the sense of, authority building. But remember, they kind of already know who you are, and they're downloading this so they can read about you or read some of the wisdom that you have. I would remove this section unless this guide has been featured in Forbes or LA Times. You're more speaking about Startup Camp. Not you don't need to sell them on Startup Camp. Remember, you're selling them on downloading that guide. You want their name and email and phone number. So I would remove this section completely. Scroll down a little further. Meet the boardroom. Okay, Jeff Bishop. So this is the first time I've heard of the word boardroom on this landing page. So it might confuse someone. So I would even just remove the meet the boardroom, that verbiage there. Just have the title or the name, like Jeff Bishop, just have that. And then at the bottom underneath it, you can have their title or what companies they founded or lead. This is great, but let's remove the meet the boardroom verbiage and then add their title below. And then in addition to that, you want to have, again, a call to action button for them to download that PDF. Now, right here, this is more testimonial. So I would look at maybe getting testimonies that talk about the PDF itself. Why is Jeff supporting the download of that PDF? So maybe something like, I have used the information in this PDF to transform my portfolio and invest in different kinds of startups, right? So that way, again, it's focused on the PDF. The goal for this whole thing is to focus on the PDF. This isn't actually getting me to do anything. This is nice, but it's kind of like giving me a testimony about a product I don't sell. We're selling that PDF download, so the testimony should point to that download. And each one of these, I know it's a slider, so each one of them should do the same. And then have that button below. Don't miss the opportunity to turn 10,000 into, what if I don't have 10,000 and I'm only downloading a PDF? I'm not investing anything yet. I'm just learning about it. So this is going to make me nervous right here. Okay. So I would probably remove that section. Get your insider guide. Great. This is perfect. It's one last call to action. It's kind of like, this is it. Download it now. Make sure that this button says the same thing as all the others. If you wanted to say, yes, I want the download now, that's fine. But whatever it is needs to say the same thing. All your calls to action need to be the same thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go ahead and enter my email. And I'm gonna go ahead and give my phone number. And then I'm gonna click get now. I'm gonna see what this does. Success, the 6 startup sectors investing guide is on its way to your inbox. Before you dive in, check out the short training to fast track your investing career. Millionaire Angels reveal single best method for investing with just $100. That sounds better, that $100. Oh, what's this? Wait, do you really want to miss out on life-changing ROI for startups? Okay, so that was a little early. I didn't read anything yet. I just accidentally actually went up there. So I'm gonna close that. That might be a little too early. I know it's one of those exit pop-ups, but I accidentally did that. And now I probably won't ever see that again because now I've already kind of tried to exit. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and scroll down on this area here. So there's a video that's playing automatically without any audio, so I can listen to it. Is this video, this is where I'm curious, is this video explaining this right here? Is that what's happening in that video? If so, I would not autoplay that. I would just let it say stay still and then just say play and watch how or something like that. All right. Become an angel investor. So this is where I would actually sign up to become an investor. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that. Ready to start investing in the next wave of Ubers and Airbnbs? Then it's time you join the team, Angel Investing Insider. Go to time, save up. So this is where I sign up for my membership. So there's a lot of words here. I would break that up with some icons or something. Probably not going to read all that. No wealth creating strategy compared to angel investing, period. Okay. All right. Part one or the next one, what people have said. So this is a lot of words. This is a lot of words. This is a lot of words. You're wanting me to sign up to become an investor here. There's just a lot of words. And this is where the homepage of your website should shine. This is where the homepage of your website should be the sales letter. This is a great landing page. But here's the thing, it took me a long time to get here. It really did. If I went through your website, I would have to gone through your website, been compelled to click to download that resource, go through that whole landing page to download the resource, and then I have to read this here in order to sign up. And this is where the bread and butter is. So these are two different things we're trying to do in one shot. So I actually would say that the moment they get that PDF download, it doesn't send them here. Or if it sends them here, become an angel investor, we look at a whole different landing page for signing up, something that's a little easier to consume. If this is well, I know this is the bread and butter. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is the main call to action that we're going to have on your website. That's becoming an investor. This is what they're going to do from your main website. So, your everything is going to point them to that website so they can click that button and do it. So really your website will be the thing that sells whether or not they invest. So we're going to want to look at on the main site, what can we do to show specifically the pricing, which we can put on the homepage, and how to sign up directly from the homepage, what that looks like. So that is an overview of the landing page for the downloadable resource. I think this right here needs to be focused completely on downloading the resource. And as you can kind of tell, I went into the Angel Investing Insider and I kind of got lost. I'm outside of the focus of this sector here, or this section here. We want to make sure that we have them as separate entities, that this downloadable resource is the only thing you're talking about. Follow up with them on the email about the Angel Investing Insider. Put something about going back to the website and learning about how to become an investor and signing up from your main website. But the goal here, get them to download that resource.